So this is the continuation of our discussion on recruitment. So before we proceed with the continuation, just would like to briefly review our previous discussion. So when it comes to recruitment process, again, we have processes to follow. So one is employee requisition. We have also your recruitment sources and of course your recruitment methods. For your recruitment sources, we've discussed that we could have your external and your internal. For your recruitment methods, it includes your traditional and your online. But again, before we continue, just would like to remind you of that concept. Alright, so let us continue on your external recruitment process. So in your external recruitment process, we could have the following. So first is your high school and vocational school. So pag ito yung source natin ng candidates, okay? So these institutions provide trained individuals with specific job skills such as, for example, appliance repair or engine mechanics. So companies may partner with schools to ensure that there are steady supply of skilled labor. So, di ba usually pag vocational school, they focus on skills. So, kung yung organization ninyo is more like focusing on this one, so it's better for us to focus on this institution. Another external recruitment sources also your college and university. So, colleges are major recruitment sources for professional, even your technical and your management roles. So, building relationship with faculty is key to finding qualified candidates as professors know the students' performance and abilities. So, that's the reason why organizations or companies are looking into colleges and universities so that when they need someone, meron na silang guaranteed na source of applicants. Dito na lang sila maghahanap. And it's easier nga kasi nga if you are going to build relationship with instructors, alam ng organization or company na yung ire-refer ng teacher are the best students. Kasi nga, again, the faculty are able to assess already the capability of their students. We have also your competitors in the labor market. Of course, it's important also, hindi lang about competition yung tinitingnan. So, when it comes to recruiting from competitors, it also known as your poaching. So, this is a common practice, especially for roles requiring recent experience. And this practice often brings highly qualified applicants to organization. We have also your former employees are considered as your external recruitment sources. So when we hire or rehire former employees, and when we say former employees, these are the persons or they are familiar with the company already, and this can be beneficial because you don't need to train them anymore because nga they already know, or orient them because they already know what are your organization's operation. So it sends a message that employees are valued and can encourage retention. We have also your unemployed. So many skilled workers enter unemployment due to business closure, downsizing, or personal reasons. And so they can be valuable sources of talent, even those who have been out for work for extended periods. Already kita nakabaybayag nga employed, then you could give them consideration also. And you could also, consider this as your sources kung saan kayo maghahanap ng employee. You have also your military personnel. So, former service members are often reliable. They are disciplined also and possesses leadership skills. Okay? And many companies favor hiring them due to their strong work ethic and professionalism. Kasi na-train na sila doon sa pagiging military personnel nila. Of course, we have self-employed workers. So, these individuals often possesses entrepreneurial and creative skills, which then again can contribute to an organization's competitiveness. And lastly are your ex-offenders. So, hiring ex-offenders can provide organizations with dedicated workers while also helping individuals to reintegrate into society and that benefiting both parties. So, hindi lang si ex-offender yung nagbe-benefit but of course, yung mga organizations or companies din that they give this person second chances. So, that is your external recruitment sources. So let's proceed with your traditional recruitment methods. So this is your recruitment methods. So again, as I mentioned a while ago, that in recruitment methods we are looking into your traditional and online. So let us focus first on traditional methods. So your traditional methods, it includes your media advertising. So, media advertising helps firms communicate their employment needs through various platforms such as newspaper, your radio, TV, and billboards. So, while newspaper ads offer broad coverage at low cost, they use organizations or others use has declined due to the rise of more effective and affordable recruiting methods. In high-demand hiring situation, companies may turn to more expensive media like radio, billboards, and television. And these methods have proven successfully in specific cases such as yung mga sa hospital recruiting, like your nurses or other manufacturing firms attracting production trainees. Although broadcast messages can generate awareness quickly, their limitation is the amount of detailed information they convey. Kasi nga, if you opted to use television, newspaper, television or radio, mahal kasi. Kaya per minute, merong certain amount. So, mas mapapagastos ka talaga in terms of financial resources. And this method can generate quick awareness for the organization. Also, for traditional method, we have your private employment agency. So, ano naman etong private employment agency? So, your private employment agencies are often called your headhunters. And they are specialized in recruiting white-collar job employees and help match qualified applicants with open posting. Okay? So, many agencies focuses on specific industries or job niches. Ito yung concentration ng private employee agency or your headhunters. However, just to give you lang an additional information that if we opted to use this method, well then, fees can be as high as 35% of the candidate's first salary. Meaning mahal, meaning may bayad. Okay? So, paid either by the candidate for the hiring firm or the headhunters only receive payment once a placement is made. Okay? So, next, move na tayo. So, this is an example of the top recruitment agency in the Philippines. Okay, so let's move on. Another is your public employment agency. I don't know if you know this already. So, yung mga peso, kung narinig yun na yung word na peso, so these are considered as your public employment service. So, from the word public, meaning it's a government organization which matches employers to employees. So, public employment agencies have become increasingly involved in matching people with technical, professional, and managerial positions. They typically use computerized job matching systems to aid in the recruitment process, and they provide their services without charge to either the employer or to the prospective employee. Since again, public. Okay? So, yan, public. Next. Under traditional recruitment methods is your executive search firms. So, your executive search firms, these are specialized employment agencies focusing on middle and top management recruitment. Ayan. They specializing in the middle and top management placements. They identify and target ideal candidates including those not actively seeking jobs or yung mga tinatawag nating mga passive candidates. And that executive search firms conduct in-depth search, screening, and interview to find the right fit for both the role and the organization. In executive search firm, they leverage extensive networks. Meron silang databases and personal contacts to present the most qualified candidates for a company's final selection. So, ito lang yung ginagawa nila, okay? Naghahanap ng or naghanap for someone for this specific position. So, this is an example of the executive search. Your John Clements, they are example of the company wherein they look into or they are practicing your executive search, and we have your current daily plus associate. Okay, so they specialize in terms of executive searching. Another traditional method is your job fairs. Again, if I'm not mistaken, this is not new concept to you anymore. So your job fairs is a recruiting method engaged in by a single employer or group of employers to attract a large number of applicants to one location for interview. So for example, kung may napapansin kayo when you visit Robinson, okay? So merong nagaganap doon na job fair. So if you notice, hindi lang iisa, pero madaming employer organization na naghahanap ng mga workers. So, they do interviews in one location simultaneously. So, again, that is traditional recruitment method. Another is the internship. Okay? So, internship is a special form of recruitment that involves placing a student in a temporary job with no obligation, either by the company, okay, to hire the student permanently, or by the student to accept a permanent position with the firm following graduation. Typically, it involves a temporary job for the summer months or a part-time job during the school year, and it may also take the form of work-life full-time. It's either one semester or full-time for the next full year or for the next coming year. So, recently, non-traditional virtual internship are being used by businesses for students who would be required to commute long distances through the use of Skype, email, and conferences calls. So, nagiging trending na din yan na you can have your internship with the use of telecommunicating method. But then again, hindi lahat. Okay? So, there are organizations that na nagpa-practice ng ganito. We have also your unsolicited or your walk-in applicant. So, unsolicited applicants is when a company must have a positive image or employer brand to attract unsolicited applicants. So, if an organization has the reputation of being a good place to work, it may be able to attract qualified prospects even without extensive recruitment efforts. Acting on their own initiative, well-qualified workers may seek out a specific company to apply for a job. So, unsolicited applicants, whether they reach the employer by letter, email, online, telephone, or in person, constitute a source of prospective applicants. So, again, it's either magle-letter sila to express willingness, eagerness to apply for work in your organization, email, online. They are considered as unsolicited or walk-in. kay or awan job posting kat imay di organization mo to submit their application are classified as your unsolicited or walk-in applicant. We have also your event recruiting. So, pag sinabi natin event recruiting, it involves having recruiters to go to events being attended by individuals the company is seeking. So, for example of this event recruiting is yan, competition, yung mga expos, conferences, yun yung mga example ng event recruiting. So, sinabi dito, recruiters go to events being attended by individuals the company is seeking. So, for example, they might sponsor or co-sponsor an event, pass out refreshment, and give away prizes. So, individuals get to know that the company is recruiting and the types of workers it is or they are looking for or seeking. Okay? So, that is an event recruitment. Next, we have your online. So, your online naman uses the corporation or they use your website and other material. So, let's proceed with online. So, we have here your employer corporate career website. So, organizations that do a lot of recruiting often called a career section of their website, especially designed for recruitment. So, no, view kayo iti website, meron kayong makikita doon na career. So, pwede kasi gamitin ng mga organizations na kung may opening sila, doon lang nila pinopost yung vacancy nila. So, employer or corporate career website are job sites accessible from a company's homepage that lists the company's position available and provide a way for applicants to apply for a specific job. Yan. So, you just only need to click on that button. Of course, you need to read and look for if meron kayong interested na position doon, then you only need to supply that, submit other requirements, then just wait for them to call you. Yeah, so that is your employer corporate career website. We have your online job boards also as one of your recruitment method under online. So, your job boards provide employers the opportunity to recruit for a wide variety of positions with worldwide exposure. Yan. Job seekers are able to search jobs by location, keywords, industry level, even education, salary, and combination of these criteria. They allow job seekers to post resumes and provide helpful service like your career testing, advice on conducting an effective job hunt. So, ang example ng mga ito, we have your careerbuilders.com and monster.com. These are the two largest job board sites. Having sa Career Builder reporting 25 million unique visitors to their website every month. Imagine mo yan, ang dami. So, this is an example of your job boards. We have here the different websites that practicing your job boards. Of course, your job street. Okay. Next, let's proceed with your social media. So, your social media provides opportunities for companies to promote their business along with their employment brands and, of course, connect with potential applicants. Yan. Your career section on your Facebook page or on their Facebook page promotes employment. We have the very famous LinkedIn. Ayan, so damagin na kanya yung professional social media, your LinkedIn yung tinatawag. Okay? And we would love to add you to the list of the followers. Tapos Twitter. I think that every one of you already had Twitter. Okay, so build on your credentials na over LinkedIn and Twitter. Even Twitter, it is being used also in terms of recruitment. Okay? We have also your virtual job fairs. So, a virtual job fair is an online recruiting method engaged in by a single employer or group of employers to attract a large number of applicants. Yan. So, they are designed to be the first step in recruitment process. Job fair. So, kanina, di ba, under traditional, meron ding job fair. So, the idea is the same. However, or the only difference is that yung isa kasi is face-to-face, ito, kaya nga virtual is online. It can be done through online. Okay? Ano pa ba? Yan. So, because each organization is unique, so are the needed types and qualifications of workers to fill positions. Thus, to be successful, a firm must tailor its recruitment sources and methods to its specific needs. So, as much as possible, we need to study our organization. Next, for your recruitment advertisement, is still part of it, no? So, the objective of recruitment advertising is to home, okay, in on the target labor market and to attract interest in the organization and the job. So, the advertisement will be in place where suitable people are likely to see it, and it will be worded in a way that further weeds out people who would not be able or suitable for the job. The way in which a job is advertised will depend on the type of organization and the type of the job. So, ano ba yung dapat makita natin dun sa advertisement? Okay? So, since we already, so in recruitment, in order for you to attract qualified talents, again, you must follow this process. So, after determining your employer requisition, nakapagpili ka na or nakapag-decide ka na on what recruitments or saan ka titingin or kukuha, okay, with the use of your recruitment sources, nakapili ka na ng recruitment method, so i-advertise mo na. Okay, so the advertisement, again, we are looking into the information or set of information which also being presented in your job description, and of course your recruitment policy, and should contain the following information. One is the organization. So it is obvious that in some way dapat you already dapat included itong information na to in your advertisement. So, pag sinabing organization is main business and location. At least. Okay? So, dapat nakalagay doon yung business and kung saan. Okay? Another is the job. So, you need to identify ano yung title. Okay? Ano yung main duties and responsibilities mo, and what are the special features, specifics kung meron man. Again, this is being nakikita natin ito dun sa job description or even your job specification. We have also your conditions. Yan, so is there any special factors that the applicant should know or prioritize, which later on dapat alam niya that there are factors affecting the job. 2 is qualifications and experience. So again, required and preferred. Ano pa ba? Other attributes, attitudes, and even knowledge required. I have also your rewards. Okay? So your rewards, dito na nakalagay yung salary and benefits. You have opportunities for training and even career development. Next is also your application. Okay, so your application, how to apply, Ano pa ba yung mga information na kailangan dun sa advertisement ninyo? To whom, kanino ka mag-a-apply, kanino ka magsasabit ng mga requirements, kanino i-address yung letter, and of course, by what date. So again, the advertisement should encourage a degree of self-selection so that the target population begins to narrow itself. Dapat in your advertisement nakalagay na doon yung mga kailangan ninyong tignan, mga kailangan natin sa nag-a-apply so that hindi na kahit sino yung mag-a-apply, kasi pag madami, sobrang dami naman, mahirapan ka na later on to streamline those application. So, the information contained in the advertisement should deter unsuitable applicants as well as encourage potentially suitable ones. And it should also reflect the desired image of the organization in the outside world, meaning your employer brand. So, hindi ka lang dapat magpo-post ng magpo-post. You need to make it sure that yung pinopost mo, it represents the organization. Okay? So, before you post, you need to make it sure that all the essential informations are present. Ayan, para hindi naman maguluhan yung mga mag-apply. Hindi pala nila alam kung kanino isasubmit, kailan yung deadline, ano yung requirements, ano yung isasubmit, so on and so forth. Okay, so let's proceed with writing a great job advertisement. So, there are elements in order for us to generate or could create a very good job advertisement. Okay? Since part of this discussion is to come up with how to have an effective job advertisement. So there are a couple of elements that we need to take into consideration. One is a clear job title and start date. So this is important since it helps candidates quickly assess if the job is matched for their skills and career aspiration. So, dapat from this stage pa lang or from this element pa lang, you could give now the perspective or the overview of how the job will work. So, para yun nga, you could help the candidate nung ma-assess ay, para kanyak ba detoy or haan? Align ba kanyak detoy or haan? And then, next step is a description of the company. So, include the company's mission and vision so the candidates can determine straight away if this resonates with them or not. So, dapat you let them know, yung mga applicants ninyo, that this organization has a vision of this, meron silang ganitong mission, so that, no agpada da iti culture or agpada da iti values, then maybe, this candidate will going to push through, okay, with the organization. 3 is a description of the role. So, pag sinabi natin description of the role, it should be ito dapat merong explanation of what the actual role entails or what the job entails, including the experience and even your skills required. Okay? So that your applicants would understand what will be the expected or what are those expectations from them to the organization. So, mag-gauge mo data if you have those skills, meron ka ba ganung experience, then no wala, then maybe bas-basit lang ti chances mo to consider pushing through with the application. After description of role, the step or element 4 is salary and benefit. So, a good advertisement or a great job advertisement should include salary and benefit. So, by including salary leads to an average of, kasi nung maipakita ni Jay salaries and benefits mo, it provides or it is being you are displaying transparency, because you are presenting this information that could attract candidates. Okay, so yan. After salary and benefit, your location and specifics. So pag sinabing location specifics, one should be dapat alam mo na being transparent tayo. Ayan, so that they could, kasi ito yung mga factors that they could decide if they're going to pursue or not. So, meaning location, from the word location, is the job can be relocated? Is the job requires you to commute? Agobra ka ba remotely? Or face-to-face? So, mga ganong bagay. Okay, after location specific, 6 is your overview of the application process. So, this one explains the various steps of the application process look like and what the timeline is so that your candidate know what to expect. So, what's your expectation or what are the expectation of the candidates or applicants in terms of the application process? Kailangan kasi lang aging this is kasi lang iti-date na to accept applicants, mga ganon. And of course, call to action. Include a clear call to action where and how can people apply? Who can they contact if they have questions? Okay? So, yan yung mga elements. Again, a great advertisement must have elements. 1 is a clear job title and start date. 2, a job description. 3, description of the role. 4 is salary and benefits. 5, the location specifics. 6 is an overview of the application process. And 7, call to action. Now, I have here an example of how a job advertisement would look like. So, this is a very simple, okay, job advertisement. However, if we're going to check on those elements, present lahat ng mga yon. Okay? So, as you can see, meron tayong, or there is a clear title and starting date. Yan. We are looking for senior software engineer starting on June 2024, for example. We have a detailed description or detailed role description. We have the location. Ano pa ba? We have your company description. We have the salary and benefits. Okay? We have the application process and your call to action. Now, there are examples of job advertisement. So, you could check on these websites and see how a job advertisement would look like. Okay? So, eto naman. How do we react on this one? Is this a good job advertisement? Or can you suggest on how we can improve this job advertisement? So, in this particular example, we are the organization is looking for a recruitment supervisor. So, in this, you could add in a company description, a brief lang naman na description ng company. Ano pa ba? Include job description, what they are looking for, or expectation for recruitment supervisor, kahit konti lang, so that the candidate would know kaya ba niyang i-meet yun. Ano pa ba? Specific salary, walang nakalagay dyan. Kahit na hindi naman yung exacto, kas lang kumalang dati ranges na. Okay? Yung mailagay para hindi masyadong tawag dito. Or para wala, para meron lang namang nakalagay or hindi specific or exact. Ano pa ba? Initial step. So, we can include or indicate how candidates should apply. Ayan. Email ba? Or dapat face-to-face, walk-in na nga o may submit? Anad ba di kasi documents nga kailangan nga may attach kasi ng mga resume lang ba? Kailangan ba di cover letter? May include pa ba also DG portfolio? Instead nga resume, baka CV. Okay? Na timeline mo. Dapat in 5 days ma-add na to ma-receive mo nga tawag dito confirmation na interview ka, and so on and so forth. Ano pa? Provide specific location, what particular district, area, city, kung pwede ding ilagay landmark, and so on and so forth. Ano pa ba yung nakikita natin dito? Again, your recruitment, yon. So, and of course, do not forget that yung contact details, andito naman na yung contact details. So, wag na lang natin itong tanggalin. Instead, enhance natin ito. Okay? So, in recruitment also, meron tayong tinatawag na evaluating recruitment. So, hindi ka lang basta-basta nagre-recruit. So, there is an evaluation. Okay? So, an evaluation of recruitment procedures will aim to determine whether the procedure succeeded in getting a suitable person into a job. Okay? At the time when the person was required and at an acceptable cost. At the most strategic level, it determines whether recruitment is succeeding in achieving the organization's overall HR plan. So, how do we evaluate recruitment? So, according to Connock, suggests that the recruitment process can be audited at 4 levels. So, yan. There are 4 levels to determine how well our recruitment process is. One is performance indicator. So, your performance indicator should be established and measured at each stage of your process, including total number of applicants received, time to locate applicants, cost per applicant, time taken to process application, number of qualified applicants, and number of qualified female, minority, or disabled, matured age, or any other applicants. Now, this matrix assess the effectiveness and cost efficiency of recruitment advertising. So, equal opportunity policy and recruitment administration should also take it into consideration. Now, post-entry criteria such as number of offer extended per source method or in relation to applications received, cost and time for training recruits, subsequent job performance and length of service of recruits, and so on may only be applied after the selection process. But then again, still, dapat mag-reflect itong data na ito or information na ito dun sa recruitment process. We have also cost-effective. So, your cost-effective, ano tong focus ng cost-effective? It evaluates your financial return on different recruitment methods. Kasi nga, again, cost. So, the purpose of cost-effective ensures sources or resources are being used wisely. Okay? So, DJ ba budget mo for a specific tawag dito, candidate is used, accordingly, parang ganun. Next is your 3 monitoring composition of the workforce. So, eto na yung level 3. So, the focus of level 3 is to analyze the diversity of the workforce as a whole and that the effect also of recruitment practices and representation. So, in monitoring and composition of the workforce, it ensures recruitment process supports building a diverse and inclusive workplace. Yan. New recruiters is essential as part of an equal opportunity. We have also your level 4. Your level 4 is your recruitment survey or recruitment attitude survey. So, in this level, we are gaining qualitative feedback from new hires to improve candidates' experiences. So, what is the purpose of your attitude survey? Of course, in here, we identify pain points and opportunities in order for us to enhance the attractiveness of the company to potential candidate. Again, we measure satisfaction and gather feedback. Okay? So, yan. Yung evaluating recruitment. So, to wrap up, these are your key lessons. Of course, that we need to focus on quality, not quantity. Meaning, attract the right applicants, not just a large number. Okay? So, we need to focus on the quantity, or the quality rather, versus quantity. Okay? Kasi nga again, from time to time, it's more beneficial to have a smaller pool of applicants who are highly suitable for the job than to have a large number of unqualified candidates. There are instances. Kasi nga, no, aduntot options mo, di ba, kung nata yung the more the better. Tatun aduntot pagpiliam. Pero there are instances wherein mas mahihirapan ka. To assess those qualified applicants. Next is evaluate your resources. Track which recruitment channels yield the best long-term employee. So, with your sources, again, saan tayo titingin ng mga applicants? We have your external, internal. So, with all of those sources, sino ba or saan ba sa kanila yung mas effective? Okay? In terms of, internal, mas ag-stay, digitay employees itoy. Comparing it to agbirok na outside. Okay? So, again, we need to see by regularly assessing sad to'y ba nga method or source it could yield yun nga the best long-term employee. Okay? So, for example, you might discover that employees referral led to better employment retention comparing to DJ job board posting or your online. Okay? So, in this example, na-discover ni HR nga mas effective gayam iti traditional or your external than your internal, mga ganon. So, we have here also protect the candidate experience. So, timely communication and respect build your employer brand. So, kasanumot deto. So, in here, being overwhelmed with applicants can lead to slow response and time and yung nga, impersonal communication with candidates, and this can damage your employer brand and discourage top talent from applying in the future. So, dapat you give a experience para sa mga candidates mo. So, the way candidates are treated during the recruitment process can impact the company's reputation. And of course, don't overlook hidden talent. So, when dealing with a large volume of applicants, it's easy to miss out on highly qualified candidates who might not stand out at a first glance. So, utilize effective screening methods that assess skills and potentials, not just resume. Kasi nga, baka mo-overlook mo, na meron palang, tawag dito, hidden talent, yung tao na yan. Okay? So, do not overlook hidden talent. Okay, so, I think this is the last topic for our Unit 5, your recruitment. So, next discussion, we'll be discussing your Unit 6, that is your selection and onboarding. So, again, thank you very much for listening. Have a great day.